Hello and welcome to my new channel, Scrapbooking and Craft. This channel will be featuring new products on our website each month or 2 months when they go up. It'll also be featuring products or projects using our products. I will start off doing that for you, and then we will have a design team, which is exciting news towards the end of this year. So if you want to try it for the design team or find out more information about that, if you want to subscribe to our channel, you won't miss that announcement. So that'll probably come in later in this year. So I've got 5 new stencils to release for the month of July. I can't believe we're halfway through 2016 or 17 already. Where's the year gone? So this is our new leaf stencil. Great for painting, great for painting, spraying, and doing a whole lot of medias with. And then we have this next one. This is what I call a continuing stencil. So the designs actually line up, so you can, if you're wanting to do a larger area, these are all 6x6 stencils, or slightly smaller than 6 inch by 6 inch. And if you're wanting to do a continuous board or a continuous pattern, these will actually, there's a couple of pieces I didn't take out of the stencil. This one wanted to come home with whoever bought this stencil. They're continuing stencils, so you can line them up and repeat the pattern, which is a lot of our stencils are continuing stencils. So we've got this design. You can also just do the little flowers, or just do this as a border with smaller sponges and smaller material. So then we've got this one. You'll see, I love this little design. I love when I'm using them with projects is combining little and big of the same shape on different projects. So you could use this stencil and then go in with this stencil and sort of overlay them, and we'll show you how to do stuff like that as well. So there's that one. And then we've got our doily stencil, which is this one. This just looks beautiful on a page. So with our doily stencil, again, we've put these half doilies here, but you can do this half doily here and then move this doily to match up exactly over here, and then continue with your pattern as well. And last but not least, we've got our little love hearts with our half fan shapes. Again, this is a repeating pattern, so if you're wanting to repeat it on a larger scale, you can easily line it up either side with what you've just done. So thank you for watching. What I'll add to the next part of this video is myself doing a quick project with these stencils to show you how they actually ink up, because it is sometimes difficult, and I find it difficult to imagine how this, or sometimes these ones, are actually going to ink up or paint up. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned and I'll show you a small project. Bye for now. Just got some Delusions paints, and these are the paints I'm going to use with our new stencils, just to give you a bit of an idea of how the designs come out. When stenciling with paint, it's best to have a really, really dry brush or dry sponge. If you have too much paint on your sponge, it will leak underneath the stencil, especially a fine stencil like this. And sorry about the rocking table, I'm trying to squish the paint in between the leaves. So I'm working on some sticker sheets, and these are address label old sticker sheets that I don't use anymore for labelling. So I decided to stencil all over it, and then when I peel off the stickers, I get a little fraction of the sticker sheet to use with the leaves. So using a Tim Holtz blending tool just to push the paint through the stencil. This particular stencil is a little different because it masks off the area that's going to remain white. As you can see, the leaves are remaining white, and then you're filling in sort of the background and the middle of the leaves as well. So it's a really good stencil. And some of the leaves didn't come out, like the inside detail of the leaves didn't come out so well. I'm not so fussed about that. If I wanted a perfect look, I'd go and buy some pattern paper. So that's a great thing about stenciling, is you can stencil in any colour. You can use ink, you can use paint, you can use just about anything. You can use chalks. I like to layer up stencils and use a different stencil over the top. So this is one of our new release stencils as well. So this is a more open stencil. So if I'm layering up stencils, I like to use one with an open pattern like this top one, and then one with a very busy pattern for underneath. If you do too busy patterns or too open patterns, they tend to not work so well together. So just moving this stencil around and lining it up. You can line it up, and those half circles around the edge, you can line them up to make them into full circles. I would have done that if I was actually using this paper as a completed piece. Because this is stickers, it doesn't really matter where the patterns fall, they're all going to peel off into small pieces anyway, and I can use them that way. I particularly like this stencil as it only puts in a little bit of colour, and there's a lot of open space between the designs, so it gives you a nice look, so I like that one. I have sped up the video as well, so it is a bit fast when I go and show you the pictures, I'm sorry. So this particular one, I decided to put some green colours down on the sticker sheets first, just to give it a bit of a base and a background, and then I stencil over the top of it. If you don't have the Tim Holtz blending foams, you can actually just use a makeup sponge or a kitchen sponge. You're just basically not wanting much paint at all on your sponge, so you can get a really nice thin layer, especially when you're working through the stencils. With the stencils, you can also use them with spray inks as well. I personally don't like spray inks because I tend to spray them everywhere and cover everything but the intended project, or my daughter does. She decided to spray purple everywhere the other day, and it sprayed off to one side, and now everything's covered in purple. I do prefer the more controlled technique. More controlled technique of stenciling. As you can see, my stencils are quite dirty. I'm very lazy and I don't wash them. That's very bad. Unless I've used texture paste or a modelling paste that actually sets onto the stencil. Acrylic paint will just wipe off next time you use it. And these were used in a few classes, so they got quite used. As you can see there, I'm lining it up. So this is one of our continuing stencils. So you can line it up and then get a larger area stenciled. The stencils are 6 by 6 or just under 6 by 6 inches. So you can line them up and do more coverage in areas. I like the striking black over the green. It looks really nice, and they're going to peel off and look really nice in stickers. I believe these stickers are bigger. Hard to tell which ones I used. This is another one of our new stencils, our Doily stencil. I like this one as well. Again, you can line this one up and complete the doilies, or just do the round doilies all over your page. There you can see I'm lining it up. As you're putting a thin layer of paint through the stencils, it dries very quickly, so just giving it a bit more of a blast with a heat tool. You can also use a hairdresser. Here I'm just showing you the two that I've made a bit closer up. So now I decided to get a bit fancy. Once you have stenciled on your design, you can actually then go in and make marks. This is a white Sharpie paint pen. So I just decided to make some circles within the circles, just to give it a bit more of a sketchy hand look. And what you can also do with the stencils is you can even use a paint pen or a texter or a pen or pencil to trace around the images as well. You don't necessarily need to use them with paint. So here I decided to add a bit more white, so I just haphazardly, not being perfect, tracing around the stencil. Now I could have put the stencil directly on top of what I'd stenciled and trace through the stencil if you want a more of a controlled and exact look, but I just decided that I wanted the free-handed look, and it doesn't have to be 100% neat. This looks really nice. So you've got sort of the three dimensions on the page. You've got the green background, you've got the black stencil, and then you've got the white doodling on top. So just moving that around to filling in as much, and then I decided these ones need a bit of white. I decided once I started with the white I couldn't stop. I wanted to white everything, which actually looks really, really good. And because I'm using these in small segments, the nice busy pattern will be calmed down. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of our products and demonstrations. Thanks for watching. Bye.